Hey, this is the Kaufman is Alive YouTube channel. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at a new comic book. This is Rise of the Powers of X number 5. It's the final issue of this miniseries, and it's the second to last comic book in the Fall of the House of X X-Men line. It's the end of the Krakoa era here. So we got the rise of Phoenix. Jean Grey's been resurrected as Phoenix, as you can see by the cover. Kieran Gillen's the writer, Luciano Vecchio is on art, David Curiel is the color artist here. RB Silva is the cover artist too. So, get into it here. We get the resurrection of Phoenix. Some really nice drawings here of Phoenix. And the color really pops off the page. This all looks like digital art to me. Which is fine. It looks good. You can really tell on a page like this that it's digital. There's just doesn't seem to be a whole lot of rendering there. There's a little bit, but some of the space looks a bit empty, but the color really saves a lot of this work, I'd say. We get like a 3D Earth here, which you can tell is digital. I like how this corner panel here is like being burned out by the Phoenix. That looks really cool. But we've got all the Dominions. Enigma is called all the Dominions here to confront Phoenix. And this page is totally trippy. Just a really cool looking page as the Dominions confront Phoenix, but they realize that she is an all-powerful being that exists outside of time and space, and they don't want to mess with her, so they basically leave Enigma to himself. He says, "You bastards." And they're going to begin to battle as we get our other story here between Professor X and Moira, and basically he's saying that you need to show Phoenix where you are because you have a psychic link to the Enigma. You brought the Enigma, Sinister Enigma, into existence, so to save your soul, basically, Moira needs to show Phoenix where she is to get to Enigma, because Enigma is going through time, trying to undo little snippets of Phoenix's existence to try and snuff her from existence. So, a lot going on here at the end of this X-Men line. I think it's probably best that they are resetting it because you get a lot of new readers trying to come into any of this stuff, and it's pretty confusing talking about like Moira's lives 1 through 10, and the Phoenix Force and Sinister creating a Enigma, Dominions, and all this stuff. It's just can be pretty confusing if you're not keeping up with it. So anyway, I hope I'm doing a good job trying to explain this final issue, but. Some nice art here on this page as we get like a whole lot of little shards of memories of Phoenix. Sinister's trying to undo him, and he says that if she misses even one, I win, and she can't do anything to stop me. So Xavier's saying that Moira needs to get Phoenix attention, which she does. So we finally get a battle between Phoenix and Enigma as she locates Enigma. And Moira gets burned up completely here. This looks like, I think her 10th life is just being completely burned up by Phoenix. So I think we finally have a bit of a resolution to that. And we get a really great page here as all the X-Men embodying the Phoenix finally do away with Enigma. And he can't believe it because he knows he's already won. He's already seen the future, but she stops him. She puts the Wolverine claws right through his head. That's a pretty nice touch there. He says, "This doesn't happen. I can hide. There has to be somewhere I can." And then she turns him into a Coca-Cola QR code. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe she does. Then we get a data page here of all these times, all these random moments in time that Enigma is screaming because he's dying. So he's on the. Basically, Phoenix has kept him on the verge of death, but not quite dead. So we get a reunion between Phoenix and Scott here finally. The X-Men are all cheering here on the bottom. We got Mystique and Destiny. They're together. Rasputin wants to find Mr. Sinister because the original Nathaniel SX has been resurrected. But Destiny says he's gone elsewhere. Rasputin says, you don't understand. The guilty must pay for their sins. And Destiny says, oh, you don't understand, Rasputin. They will. So then we skip ahead 1 week later, and Xavier basically gives himself up to the authorities here. So, and then we get a very confusing data page here trying to explain everything that just happened, the timelines, Mora's lives. Yeah, take a look at that if you can, and if you can decipher it, good for you. But basically, I'll try and decipher it here. Phoenix stopped all this from happening, essentially, although it does still exist in time somewhere. And we've got this new timeline here where Mora is free of her lives. So I don't know if that means that she's no longer a mutant or not. I would kind of prefer if Mora does go back to just being a regular human. That was always the best dynamic, I feel like, between her and the X-Men. Kind of jumped the shark when she became a mutant, but even though that did set up the entire, House of X, Powers of 10 storyline, but an interesting end here, and it's kind of sad to just see these last 3 issues. There's a Ms. Marvel Mutant Menace #4 here as well before the final issue of X-Men, but I'm used to seeing so many X-Men titles. But we're about to get the big reboot here. I recommend this issue. The color really is the best part, I'd say. The colorist, and, not a big fan of digital style art, but some good illustrations of Phoenix here for sure. Those are some memorable pages, I'd say. So yeah. Thanks for checking out the video, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I got daily reviews coming. I got about 30 reviews already, and we're just getting started. So I'll see you on the next one.